Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here again. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our future lessons. Today we're diving into a very useful topic for anyone learning French. Means of transport and the prepositions we use to talk about them. Have you ever wondered whether you should say en voiture or of voiture, or when to use a vélo instead of en vélo? Well, you're in the right place, because in this video we're going to make all of that clear. We'll go over the most common forms of transportation in French, such as cars, buses, bicycles, trains, planes, and even walking. Then we'll explain which prepositions to use, like en or a, and why they are used in different situations. By the end of this video, you'll feel much more confident using transportation vocabulary correctly in French. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started. Can you remember how to say, I go? Good.
Je vais. Je vais.
We have mentioned before that to is a. And we have said before that the work is
Le travail. Le travail.
now say to work. Here it refers to the physical location of your work. In French, when you combine the preposition à, which often means to or at, with a definite article like le or le, there are mandatory contractions, so instead of saying
À le travail.
you must say
Au travail. Au travail.
how would you say I go to work? Good job.
Je vais. Au travail. Je vais au travail.
The word car.
Voiture. Voiture.
Could you say I go to work by car? In French, the equivalent of by when talking about transport is usually
En. En.
we use on when we are inside or using a vehicle that is enclosed, is motorized, is a public or private vehicle, car, train, bus, etc. I go to work by car.
Je vais. Au travail. En. Voiture. Je vais au travail. En voiture.
Can you repeat it, please?
Je vais au travail en voiture.
You go using the informal way of you.
Tu vas. Tu vas.
So how to say you go to work by car. Good.
Tu vas. Au travail. En voiture. Tu vas au travail en voiture.
Train in French. Same word in English and French, but the pronunciation is slightly different.
Train. Train.
She goes.
Elle va. Elle va.
She goes to work by train. Good job.
Elle va au travail. En train. Elle va au travail en train.
Bus in French.
Bus. Bus.
We go.
Nous allons. Nous allons.
We go to work by bus. Perfect.
Nous allons. Au travail. En bus. Nous allons au travail. En bus.
Can you repeat that?
Nous allons au travail en bus.
You go. When you're speaking formally to one person or speaking to more than one person, whether formal or informal, we say,
Vous allez. Vous allez.
so how would you say? You go to work by bus. Great.
Vous allez. Au travail en bus. Vous allez au travail en bus.
The word taxi is the same in both English and French.
Taxi. Taxi.
They go.
Ils vont. Ils vont.
Do you remember how to say always in French? Good.
Jour. Toujours. Toujours.
So how could you say? They always go to work by taxi. Great.
Ils vont toujours. Au travail. En taxi. Ils vont toujours au travail. En taxi. Ils vont toujours au travail en taxi.
Plane in French.
Avion. Avion.
And boat.
Bateau. Bateau.
The verb to travel. The G in voyager is soft because it's followed by E and sounds like the cess in pleasure or vision.
Voyager. Voyager.
Can you guess how to say? I travel. Great.
Je. Voyage. Je voyage.
And how about? You travel. When you are speaking informally to one person. Good job.
Tu. Voyage. Tu voyages.
Or in French. This French U is pronounced like the U in English food, but even tighter and more forward in the mouth. Your lips should be rounded, and the sound is pure and short.
Où. Où.
So how do you make this question? Do you travel by plane or by boat? Take a second, pause the video, and think it through. Good job.
Tu voyages. En avion? Ou en bateau? Tu voyages en avion? Ou en bateau?
Or we can make the question like this.
Est-ce que tu voyages en avion? Ou en bateau? Est-ce que tu voyages en avion? Ou en bateau?
Respond and say, I travel by plane. Good job.
Je voyage. En avion. Je voyage en avion.
Foot in French is
Pied. Pied.
here the letter D isn't pronounced.
Pied.
Can you say again? I go. Good.
Je vais. Je vais.
How to negate. I don't go. In French, to negate a verb, you usually surround it with two words. Ne pas, this means not.
Je ne vais pas. Je ne vais pas.
How to say. I don't go to work on foot. We use a when the person is directly on or in contact with the vehicle/animal, usually without being enclosed. Think of open transport or things you ride astride, straddling. We don't use a when you are inside a vehicle or enclosed. In that case, we use on instead.
Je ne vais pas. Au travail. À pied. Je ne vais pas au travail. À pied. Je ne vais pas au travail à pied.
Horse in French.
Cheval. Cheval.
How to say again? I want.
Je veux. Je veux.
We have already noted that to go.
Aller. Aller.
I want to go to work on horseback.
Je veux aller. Au travail. À cheval. Je veux aller au travail. À cheval. Je veux aller au travail à cheval.
Bike in French.
Vélo. Vélo.
We have said before. I want.
Je veux. Je veux.
How about? He wants. Good.
Il veut. Il veut.
He does not want to go to work by bike.
Il ne veut pas. Aller au travail. À vélo. Il ne veut pas. Aller au travail à vélo. Il ne veut pas aller au travail à vélo.
And to say motorbike in French.
Moto. Moto.
So how could you say? He doesn't want to go to work by motorbike.
Il ne veut pas. Aller au travail à moto. Il ne veut pas aller au travail à moto.
Let's see another word. Metro or subway.
Métro. Métro.
She doesn't want to go to work by metro.
Elle ne veut pas. Aller au travail. En métro. Elle ne veut pas aller au travail. En métro.
Now it's your turn to write in the comments how each of you goes to work. Leave your comments in the comments section and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Bye.